back to it. Back in the jam, back in the wigwam, doing the dance, doing the deal. Um, yeah, back to podcasting, back to sitting down and talking into the mic, talking to the people, ripping it for a little bit, ripping it with you guys, ripping it with the people, whoever's listening. God bless you. God bless the people that you're around, that you're with, you know. Oh, big surge. Love that. Love this surge. You know, that's God speaking. You hope. Um, yeah, I've been really trying to practice, like, recently, just producing and, like, just exerting more love, like, in every which way possible. Just in any way, in any interaction that I've had, like, just trying to exuberate more love in every action. Like, whether it's just, like, a simple hello or just, like, even being happy for somebody. Like, if somebody tells me they're doing something, like, kind of being, you know, not overly excited, but excited for them, like showing them that I'm actually happy that they're about to go do something fun. I don't know, like I'm just pouring into their bucket, juicing it up a bit, because who knows, maybe they got some bad thoughts about whatever the task at hand is. Yeah, I got this big meeting, man, you're gonna kill it, man. I'm excited for you. Go get it. You never know, they might come back with great news, you know. But yeah, some people take it the wrong way. They get rubbed the wrong way. They look, excuse me. Yeah, geez Louise. Good thing you can't smell that. But some people take it the wrong way. They'll be almost insulted by the over-positivity, which I get. Like that, I get the bubbly, like the over-bubbliness, like people being super bubbly. Like that shit kind of bothers me too, you know. I'm not necessarily all into that all the time, but you know, I like to. There's a difference between like being overly emotionally involved and kind of like pampering them versus just being hype for what they got going on at that moment in time. Even if it's just not that cool, you don't have to be like, oh, that's nice, man. You know, good for you. That's good. I feel like it's just a good pat in the back, you know. Keep them stepping in the right direction. Cause you know, I'd hope somebody would do that to me too. Shit, you know. I guess that when you break it down, and of the formula of what that is, just treat others how you want to be treated. You know, we could stop right now. That's all I got. That's all I got for you guys. No, but you know, it's like I got a whiteboard calendar. I write it on. Just love more. You know, like Bob Marley would do that. Like, you know, what would the greats do? They always say study the greats. You know, he was a great. Mike Jack was a great. But I don't know if I'm necessarily aiming to be like a music star. I'm not trying to emulate music stars. Maybe the mementos and the ideas that they promoted. Yeah, and it's hard, you know. And that's also that's a perfect bridge. And actually, what I wanted to talk about was like the question simply was, why is it so hard to listen to ourselves? Why is it so difficult to listen to what we want to do for ourselves? They always bring up that point, like you're always going to do something for others because you have respect for the promises you make, but what about the promises you make for yourself? Like where's the respect for yourself? That idea, you know, seems like a bit of overthinking in a way, but like, why is it hard to listen to ourselves? Like, why do we need like that big emotional external motivation to like get ourselves going sometimes? Like, why do we always need that boost, that kick in the behind, that kick in the booty to get our chili hot? I don't know. Like, and everybody's different though. Like some people, like I said, like for me, like maybe it's just as simple as Bob Marley going, just like love more, you know? And like, that's all I need. That's all I ever wanted, you know, or ever hoped for. Hope? What is hope? Do we have hope? No hope. But like some people might have a different external motivator. Like some people need like that David Goggins, that Jocko, to like just get them going, get their motivation high, get their dedication and their mind right, get them on the right track. You know, some people need that. But however, you know, in talking to people and when you lead or you try to conversate about problems and everything, people see all of that stuff that you see in those idols. They see in you, and they always give you advice or whatever, or you give advice, and they always say, why can't we just take our own advice, or why don't you see, you know, that other positive stuff in yourself that other people see? You know, why is it so hard to listen to ourselves? Like what's the block? Like, what's the wall that we're running into where we can't get our shit off? You know, there's got to be something. There's got to be something, that mental block, that inward mirror, where we can't face the ultimate question of ourselves, or something like, I don't know. Is that the great human question? Is that Fibonacci's circle or Fibonacci spiral? Is that what the answer is on the graphs? Is that what it is when you get 3, 3, 3, 3? I don't know. It's almost like each person needs like their own animated, like cartoon superhero, like comic strip thing of themselves, just to see themselves like succeeding. Like they need that what do they call it? Come on. Not monetization. Visualization. When you visualize your success, everybody needs to start comic stripping their success. Just get a big whiteboard. That's why I like whiteboards. That's why I like my whiteboard calendar. Get a big whiteboard and just whiteboard out your success in every way, like stick figure form, writing form. Everybody learns different. You could do pictographs. You could do small short form haikus on your success. I think that's what's the unexpressed part about success as well, is that there's different forms of expression of success, and people need to address it differently, just like how they see it happening, what happens when it happens, you know, like a win and a loss. You know, it's like when people say it's not a loss, it's a lesson. You know, what happens when you write out one of your successes, right? And say you go through something, and to you in that moment it's a loss. You know, you go back, whatever, you shower that day, you crumble back down to your basement, you grab your vanilla wafers, you're going to watch The Boys, and you look at your whiteboard and you see that the haiku that you wrote about your success is actually almost perfectly aligned and emulating the loss that you just took. And you're like, it's not, I just didn't take a loss. It was a lesson that I needed to have. And you know, my 25-year-old brain, it's taken me that long and this long, and it's still taking me time to like get stuff like that and understand those messages, which is cool, man. Like there's ample time, but there's not ample time. I don't want to sit here and act like there's ample time to just do lollygag around, dude. There is shit that needs to be done. I mean, who's gonna carry the boats? You know, who's gonna carry the boats? Yeah, I mean, you can't be that type of guy and not just have random existential anger just rip through your bones. But every man does, and every woman does too. But I'm speaking from a man's perspective. I'm a man. You can't be that type of motivator if you don't just have some type of anger. Like something's got to tick you off. Like someone had to flip the switch for you. And I feel that too. I get that random existential anger all the time, man. But it's like, where does it come from? Is it from the lineage and the genealogy of thousands of years of evolution just like raining through our brain and our DNA? Or is it the red 40 and the blue and the yellow dyes in my drinks and my beverages that I drink? Is it that? I feel like the only answer is a DEXA scan. DEXA scans are awesome. I'm pretty sure they're called DEXA scans. Let me actually fact check myself before I do anything. But DEXA scans are essentially like a full body scan that can see through everything, like blood vessels, bones, muscles, arteries, everything. It's a beautiful thing. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, so this is where I mistakenly thought my audio was on, but I was reading about dual energy X-ray absorptiometry scan, which is a DEXA scan. It's just an enhanced form of X-ray technology, used to measure bone loss. It doesn't necessarily do what I promised, but it just shows the evolution of mankind and what we've done, and it just tells us that we need to stop and smell the roses and to see just how far we've come, And I think what I showed here was the picture of how rad these DEXA scans are, and I almost immediately bridged into some sort of Christian saying that I saw on social media. But, look how far humans come, dude. Imagine a dude in Stagecoach looking at a DEXA scan. Like, that's an alien to that guy. He has no clue what's going on. But in respect to what I got going on, kind of just killing time and watching this video until I bridge back into me saying how the human evolution should respect how far we've come from the wheel to a DEXA scan, and how the answer to civilization in your health is a DEXA scan. Ball player, man of Christ as well. You're saying it's almost like stopping and smelling the roses. If you don't stop and smell the roses, you'll forget that you'll probably in the middle of what you were previously praying for. And that's America, dude. America as a country, we did so much to get to this point. We did so much, and now we're 248 years in it. We got to stop and smell the roses while they're still there, still blooming. Who knows? That they say the average lifespan of a civilization or an empire is 250 years. We're on that brink. And I'm not trying to be pessimistic here, but there's pessimism in the optimism, because I feel like there needs to be more love. And this has been the message from the get-go, to be more loving, man. Get a DEXA scan and just love it up. Fuck. Damn. Yeah, just to switch it up completely, though, I feel like growing up, I definitely didn't do the same drugs as a lot of people. I feel like I kept it pretty bare bones, man. Besides just like the random surgeries where they just pop a 16-year-old with like a bottle of Perks or the oxycodone 30s, 10s, whatever they are. Yeah, I feel like I never got into the junk. Not that if you're on drugs or you're doing drugs, you're junk or you're a junkie, or that's junk or you're doing junk. To each his own, man. Drugs are another thing. A man on a Stagecoach, if he came today's day and age and saw the drugs that we were dosing up, blow his socks off, knock his socks off. Imagine that. But I don't know. I don't know. When I talk to people and they talk about like high school and doing drugs, I kept it pretty bare bones, and I felt like I thought I was pretty. I met a lot of people, and it's. I kept it pretty bare bones, man. Like on some Mac Miller, R.I.P. Just weed and liquor. Weed and liquor was my combo, but I've always been on the edge of like the psilocybin and trying psychedelics. I feel like I dabbled very lightly. I've literally dipped my toe in the world of that. I've never actually went full trip, full psych. But definitely on the drug market. Never really did a lot of different drugs. I don't know why. I felt like the need to bring that up, that I didn't do the same drugs as people. What are you doing? Here comes this demon cat. Maybe I do need to do drugs or put her on drugs. No, can't put that. Didn't say that. I love my animal. Yeah, I don't know. Like I never could relate to hard drugs, to cocaine. Who knows? I'm young. What am I talking about? What do I know? Who knows? My story's still being written as well of all my peers. Who knows what we'll get into? Not that we're gonna spoil ourselves and into rubbish and just do drugs, but we're human. What do you expect? We're human. We're gonna have good time. We're gonna have good time and go good place and have good bar, eat good food, do good drug, do good time. Good lady. We meet good lady, have good dance. That's what we do. We party. Yeah. It's parties. The bar parties. That's the thing though, dude. Those floors, when you get to those bars, when they're crowded and mashed up like that, when those drugs are starting to get swung around, those floors get nasty. Those bathrooms get nasty. Nasty behind bathrooms, dude. Those things get raunchy. Dudes peeing at every angle. Lines to the buckaroo. Insane. It's like a saloon. It's like an old timer saloon. Want to roll up on a horse and saddle, leatherback, hitch it up outside in the post, wrap the straps around the reins, wrap it around a post, spit in a bucket, and then just walk right in, kick it at the door, right to the bathroom. That's why they do wear cowboy boots. That's why they used to have like those funnel urinals and spittoon drains at the bottom of the bars, dude. They knew people were nasty. Nowadays, there's none of that, dude. There's people wearing white shoes and getting them all trampled on and destroyed on those. It's basically just like they're just like small estuaries of liquor, mud, and feces and shit. Feces and shit, same thing, same. But it's like a whole alchemy of just like party fluids just flowing around the ground. It's like a half centimeter, 2 centimeters of fluid just flowing around into people's shoes. That's why if I ever go out, I do envy the boot wearers, boot wearing when you go to the bars. That's a sharp move. Sharp guy. You can just get drunk freely and not have to worry about getting flooded in your own shoes. It's kind of ridiculous. Actually ridiculous. It's not actually ridiculous, can't judge anybody for whatever. I also saw something recently, which is complete anti what I was preaching earlier, was that somebody said just be mean to whoever. Be mean if you feel like being mean, because spending the time to be nice and trying to flip the narrative, or essentially, is just going to waste your time, waste your energy. So you might as well just bolt through, shove people to the side, wedge your way like a caterpillar truck, and just the part of the sardines that are packed in between us. And I don't know, man. I feel that. But like, oh, that's very rat racy. It's like everybody nestles up in their own way. Everybody's got their own shit. You don't need to be brutal. But this is where I can respect that in the sense that you have to know when to growl. Like if you just, what's the saying? You kneel for anything, or if you don't stand for anything, you'll fall for nothing. Yeah. If you don't stand for anything, you'll fall for nothing. Makes total sense. Like you gotta know when to growl, you gotta know when to hold your ground, you gotta know when to bark back. But ultimately, there's like that fine line of respect, and I think it's a beautiful equation of life, figuring out that, for yourself and what you want and how you met, like we talked about, and like I said about finding your success, like finding, that thread of, iridescence, clarity. I don't know. I'm just blabbing. Very loose lines, very loose lips. In no way of an educator. Aspiring to just improve my own well-being and the people around me, and somehow continue to provide, value to people that rely on me in any way. I feel like that's kind of what I've been twitching on. No, but I feel like I've been kind of getting, not Luciferian. That I don't even know what that means. It doesn't sound like it attains this all, but very spiritual and kind of profound for the past 20-ish minutes. So I guess I don't know. I just wanted to just kind of gamble, or not gamble, gab and riff a little bit. Just kind of about what's going on and in between these two ears of mine and this pink shit that's floating in my cranium. Yeah, I guess like on the actual technical side, it's been kind of, I think now I've actually been a year into the actual YouTube page that I have here. Few podcasts here and there, couple little videos, bunch of little videos, bunch, I don't know, 15-ish, 16 now. And they're fun, like they're cool. I feel like I like obviously doing, like going into the stuff that I'm doing and catching some of the flicks. Editing's fun. I feel like editing's kind of a whole separate thing. Editing's kind of like it's like going to the gun range. It's like a mindless endeavor that I can kind of like dive into and just, I don't know why, I kind of like it. It's like a love-hate relationship, and it's weird why I like doing it, but I also have this kind of hate to it. Like I dread doing it sometimes, and then once I'm doing it, I'm like, I was editing for 3 hours. I need to go to bed. I have a job. I don't get paid to do this. This is, look, 30 people watch this over a year's time span. This is what it is. But I don't know. It's fun. I like it. It's free too. It's a free hobby, which is nice. A lot of the hobbies I have are expensive as fuck. Fishing, guns, as I said, golfing, all that shit's expensive as drinking, eating, all that shit's expensive as fuck. I forget who said it recently, but they said to like start like a digital brand. It costs nothing, and everybody's up in arms. I was like, I mean, it costs something to have like a laptop and get like this mic and shit. I mean, it doesn't really cost anything to like just start doing it, So why the fuck not? Why the hell not, man? I've got nothing else going. I mean, I can't say I got nothing else going on. I'd hate to make it seem like I'm just some fucking Squirbertron that, fucking, I don't know what a Squirbertron is. I gotta write that down. I'm writing that down, dude. That's pretty good. Squirbertron. I'm not just some Squirbertron that does nothing. Just sits here, and just Squirbertrons out all night. Squirbertron. That's definitely a good username or something. But yeah, it's been ripping those videos. Those have been fun. Yeah, and just editing and watching movies. Getting outside. The weather's been warm. That's been great. I've been excited for that. Yeah, and I'm just grinding my fucking face into the dirt. 9 to 5, and all my friends and me doing the dance, doing the deal. We love it. We damn love it. We're doing it. I'm not Tony Penn or not Chet Hansen. What's his name? Oh man, what's our guy's name? I need to find him. I know him. And Andrew something post him. He's a good. This is the thread I'm on earlier, talking about just flowing the positivity. Flowing positivity into people, and just being an absolute positive demon. That doesn't sound right. Being an absolute positive beast and just flowing positivity into people and uplifting people. This is one of those guys that does that, and then he gets hate in return, which I get. Davis Clark. Davis Clark is the man. Davis Clark is an uber positive guy. I wouldn't necessarily put him on the manosphere. He's one of those guys that just dumps positivity into people. Oh, I'm cracked. But, yeah, this guy's a beast. How could you not love him? How could you not love this guy?
Oh, let's go. That's what we're talking about. Having some fun during the workday. All day, every day. But it's fun running the calculations, too, honestly.
Bad day to be anyone that's not Davis Clark.
Let's go. See everything I have for the people. 256. I shit my pants like crazy. I'm going after it all day, every day for the people. 2 hours, 56 minutes, man, people.
So basically, Davis Clark is a guy. He's a super positive guy who just promotes positivity. And you see his effort, you see his energy, you see his intensity. I mean, this guy gets after it. This guy gets after it hard, fast and quick, and with a purpose. I mean, that dude just shit his fucking pants during a marathon and did not give a hell about what anybody had to say. Told the camera right into its face that he gave it its all, and that's all he had. And that's the energy I'm coming with moving forward, is Davis Clark. Ultimate positivity, ultimate energy, ultimate thoroughbredness. And I'm really excited for the future. I'm going to try to continue this bend of what I have going on full year in. It's been great. I love it. Thanks to whomever has actually been tagging along. I really do appreciate it. It really actually makes me tingle, makes me smile, makes me blush at night here, sitting in this here basement. I'm looking at my computer and I'm like, oh wow, 3 views from anonymous people. Don't know who they are, what they are, where they are, but thank you. Shooting the love, shooting the positive. Davis shit my pants during the marathon. Positivity to you. But other than that, I'm pretty sure part of this video is gonna be fucked. The part where I was showing you the prior video, but whatever. My audio was cut out, but here we have it. That's why I don't do this all the time. Appreciate it. Bye. Au revoir. Have a night. Sleep tight.